Welcome back to Limbus Company Daily Mirror Dungeon. Although, of course, as you can see, a lot is different this time. We now have access to Mirror Dungeon number 2, Mirror of Mirrors. Alongside this, there's been a lot of changes made to both the Mirror Dungeon 1 and the new Mirror Dungeon that just change up the formula a lot. And even before we actually hop into the Mirror Dungeon itself, there's one major new mechanic, Starlight. So basically, by clearing the Mirror Dungeon 2, you gain Starlight. I've beaten it once so far and I got 101 Starlight, and you can use that to purchase these like permanent buffs for the actual Mirror Dungeon 2. So because I've gotten half a step more, I start with 50 more cost. Which might not make sense to you now, but I'll explain cost as we get in. But there's some pretty powerful effects you can get by just getting a lot of Starlight and spending it. Like for example, this one, first stagger threshold of all allies being nullified. That sounds a little good. But I've just only got the first one now. But let's just get into this. There's a lot of new... I've only done a single run still, so these are both new. Oh, Midwinter Nightmare? That's... Is this Oberon? Wait. Or not Oberon, Titania? That's my immediate thought because Midwinter Nightmare is it's clearly a reference to Midsummer Night's Dream, and Titania is a reference to Midsummer Night Dream? It's at least, that's like the name of the Fairy Queen, and so is Oberon. And in case you don't know, Titania is an Abno in Wonderlab. This may have something to do with that, then. Whenever an ally deals HP damage to enemies with a skill, inflict 3 sinking on the target. If the skill is Glutton, inflict 5 sinking instead. Okay, so it's basically like a sinking form of like the battery. Simple enough. 4-leaf clover. When an ally with poise lands a critical hit on an enemy with a skill, gain 5 poise and 2 poise count next turn. But if it's gluttony, gain 7 poise and 3 poise count instead. Okay. Yeah, a lot of these new ego gifts focus a lot on poise, sinking, especially charge. Ones that really didn't have a lot of ego gifts for the first dungeon. But there's a total of 45 new ego gifts, so there's a lot to see here. According to the compendium, I've only gotten 8 of the 45 new ones. I've seen more of them, because that only counts the ones I've actually gotten. But I don't think I'm going to go for any of these. Even though these are the new ones, I'm not going to take them. I'm just going to probably just take this one, because we're not focused on sinking. Or I should grab them just in case, actually, right? Yeah. Okay, I'll take this then. Because I need to do the compendium. You can also see here, it's a level 3 ego gift. I think that just determines like its cost, which we'll get to. But yeah, as you can see, I get to choose 7 sinners to start with. Which, yeah, that's certainly a few of them. What else do I want? Like this, maybe? Yeah, I think this should be good. So based on the selection, I'm gonna be focusing the 2 new units. K-Corp Class 3 Excision Staff Hong Lu. And just take all of his egos. You can start with as many egos as you want. And Lobotomy Ego Red Sheet Sinclair. Now I just gotta go through and select stuff for everyone. Do I want you? Not really. 2 Rupture, that's not like that big of a thing. We'll just take Spice Bush you. But we will take Dimension Shredder, because that's Rupture. We'll take 4th Match Flame, because why not? I think W Corp U, that's Rupture. Ishmael, we're gonna go for, of course, LCCB Ishmael. That's the Rupture one. Go for those ones. Otis, 7 Otis, very good for Rupture. And we also have Sun Shower. So we'll have some poise with this team, mainly from this Sun Shower. So we might be able to make use of some of the poise stuff. And Rose Spanner Gregor for more Rupture. Just like that. And we'll take Legger to Mania because it'll be funny. Yeah, my one run of this so far took like 1 hour and 45 minutes. I streamed it last night. And hopefully this one doesn't take as long. But so we're going to get into this, and you're going to see each of these actual fights, it shows what type they're weak to. So this is weak to slash, this is weak to slash, and this is weak to blunt. And it also tells you the cost you gain. Cost is basically just the currency. You can use this to buy things at shops and stuff. But there's no shops and stuff on the first floor. So for now, we're just going to try and build up as much cost as we can. So this one gives 22, this one gives 21, and this one gives 23. Minor differences, but I'll go for the blunt one because it gives slightly more. Now to start out with, we can only take 5 of the 7, which makes sense. So we will go for... who do I want to give priority to? I think the people I'm probably going to leave out, I'm probably not going to take you immediately because you don't help with the rupture too much. You do help with the rupture a lot, though. Maybe I'll go for something like this, then. Yeah, I think that could work. Like this order, maybe? Sure, we have one of our focus use last, but, fun fact, this unit's bugged right now from what I've heard, so the talisman only works as if you have one talisman. So it's kind of questionable. We've got no Wrath to this team. That's fine. We're not going to have any Wrath with the other people, too, so we're just going to be doing a Wrathless run. I think I did that last night, too, because I did a similar-ish team, less focus on Rupture, because I didn't want to try to use the new things. But yeah, very first fight in this K-Core, people. That really should set, like, the scale of this. There's going to be 5 floors, and we're already starting out with these enemies, which you would normally only find on the final floor of the first mirror dungeon. We don't have a lot of blunt, do we? That's fine. For this fight, at least, it's just going to be a normal enough fight. Nothing too special's happened yet. Okay, good job. We need the sanity. That was 36 damage. Oof. Not exactly great, but that's fine. Folks are all shimmy shaky. Another really cool change they made is the fact that our ego resources aren't going to get halved in between fights. These ego resources will stay until they get used. Which means stuff that gives you ego resources is even more powerful now. So let's hope we get some of that. There's some new ego gifts that give ego resources. One of them especially being very broken when it comes to giving a couple pride resources. But we'll see if we see that one this run. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, this was a neutral, so it didn't have great chances of being a win. Yeah, that's fine. He got tails in the actual hit that matters, though. And Decay Blade should do a fair bit of damage. Nice. And there you go. So that's the first fight done. Now, as far as, like, pure fight numbers goes, there's 30 fights in Mirror Dungeon 2 as opposed to the 20 fights in Mirror Dungeon 1. But I guess that's nodes, not fights. Now, of course, we're going to take not that, 21 cost. We want to take these because there's a total of 25 new Abno events. So we'll see if we get something new. Oh, this sure is new. The room ceiling was too high, yet it was so narrow that it felt like a tight space. Something that looks like an old person sits on a chair, staring into a painting on the wall. It didn't so much as flinch. A dark, thick, and sticky smoke crawls out from behind it. Perhaps that's what loneliness might look like if it's visualized. Oh, this is an old lady aberration. Oh, I see. What's a young one like you doing in this room? It spoke to us, its eyes still glued to the painting. How long has it been aware? Are you interested in hearing my stories? Yeah, let's listen to the stories. My stories are so long, young ones like you might end up being as old as me while hearing one. These long, long stories, they only end in one way. I wanted to go home but couldn't make it. It says with a long sigh, like it was wishing to let go of a longing. Get this painting off the wall and take it with you. It'll be better off that way. Okay, so we get the ego gift, I think. What will you do? Take the painting or leave the painting be? We'll take it. When we removed the painting from the wall, a creeping feeling weighed on our backs. We turned around to find that much more of the sticky smoke was gushing out than before. It was my only home. The way it tried its utmost to hold its tongue, its murmur almost felt like a wail. When we tried to put the painting back, "No, don't do that. Just take it. I've made up my mind," it shouted. "Take it and leave before I take your home. Now." We followed its plea and left the place in a hurry. Homeward earned. Yeah, I had a feeling. It's this EU gift. So this is an EU gift we didn't know that it's for respective Abno for. It's a decent one. All allies get 12% healing every fight. That's pretty good. Very interesting to see. Ooh, 28 from this one. That feels like a step up. It's another blunt weak one, so it might just be more N Corp or it could be K Corp people. It'll be something like that, I think. Yep, more of them. Yeah, I guess I could do this just to show it off. We're gonna defend with Hong Lu, so we can show off what's pretty much like the main part of his mechanics. That being what he gains from defending. Yeah, he's taking the hit. He's gonna take no damage from it though. There's a good roll. But you'll see now he's got a K-Corp Ampule. At start of turn, if at less than 4 count, heal by amount of K-Corp Ampule times 5% of max HP. So every turn he heals by 5% of his max HP as long as he's got one of these ampules. And we can get up to 3 ampules safely. So basically 15% HP per turn safely. If you get more ampules than that, he just dies at the end of the turn though, so gotta be careful. The only ways he can actually gain the ampules are by defending, or he can get 1 by his passive, but only 1 per fight, so it's not going to happen too much. As long as you're just careful, you can maintain the ampules. It shouldn't come back to bite you unless you push your luck with passive. Or if you spam defense accidentally, forgetting its effects. That probably could happen. Yeah, the passive. If it less than 20% HP, when he gets hit, he heals by 90% of HP and gains an ampule. However, this is once per battle, and when it activates, he gains 1 fragile every turn for the rest of the battle. Very silly. He's like kind of a rupture unit. He doesn't inflict a lot of rupture. The crucial thing about the rupture, though, is his actual ego that inflicts the rupture. His, what's it called? How did I forget the name of it? The lost passenger ego, dimensional. What? Why am I forgetting this? It's a very strange thing to be forgetting. Oh well. His he ego, you know the one. But yeah, another event. We'll see what it is. Ooh, this is also very new to me. A giant lizard-like thing with the cold skin of a machine stands before us. Its long tail, shaped like the human hand, bends in all directions before straightening to point at me. So we're absolutely going to get a greater ego of this eventually, yeah? I think that's what we're getting at, because it's got a weird appendage, so that's going to be the Gregor arm. The heavenly commander is who I serve. It is the duty of the commander's servant to follow commands. Tell me what you command. Command death, command life, don't command anything. Let's command death. Why not? Who will speak the command? Honglu's the only one who's got any chance at all. Okay. It's like, I command death to it. Your command is understood. A great sense of purpose was detected in your voice. The command shall be carried out. It disappeared after the short reply. Soon enough, a loud noise rang from a distance. Then the body felt lighter and invigorated. All allies healed. No ego gift, though, so that's probably not the best option. That's fine, though. Still good. But now first floor boss time. 50 of cost from this. Very nice. Yeah, it's just you. I had a feeling. It's always you as the first floor boss. I feel like I haven't seen any. I mean, of my 2 runs, it's been you both times. It's like, what? It's you. It's probably gonna be Ting Tang guy again. I don't know if there's like any like new bosses for this floor. Because what was it? In Mirror Dungeon 1, it was either Ting Tang, J-Corp Security, or this guy? Was there any other possible bosses for the first floor? I don't remember. I think that was about it, though, unless I'm forgetting something. Which I might be. It's always a possibility. Oh, I just realized, because we don't have Wrath, we can't use Daunt Telebowl. Hopefully we get something to be able to use Wrath then. Just an ego gift that gives some. Okay. Now, oh, that's a tie. Interesting. This guy's got a little bit of tremor. He'll have a little bit more. Yeah, 32 tremor with an 8 count. Yeah, because of his passive, he inflicts more rupture to people with tremor, doesn't he, Gregor? A perfect hit. Yeah, victory. Floor 1 down, 4 more to go. Ooh, a new one. Oh, when moving to the next floor, all identities heal by an eighth of their max HP and gain 100 cost. Coffee ingredients are really good, but I'll take this. Yeah, 100 cost every floor is not bad. It might trigger now, too. We'll see. No, it did just give me... It gave me the ego gift after the floor transition. Ooh. That's not nice. Boss is weak to slash and sloth. Wonder what that could be then. It's an abnormality, that's for sure. But yeah, we'll take the top path here because you can see there's 2 new icons here. Shop and rest stop. Which of these do we want to take? The 29 blunt, 33 slash. We'll take the 33. Cost is good. Oh yeah, I kind of skipped over it, but we also got entry ticket. You just get this at the start of the second floor, and it basically allows you to get another person. Actually, I want to test something. I'm just testing this because I think I've briefly heard about this, but I want to see if it is the case. Oh, okay, there we go. Almost went to the wrong mirror dungeon. Gonna be weird getting used to that. No, darn. Oh well. I think I didn't do it right anyways. Don't worry about it. I'll explain myself later. I gotta reset my team. But we got 6 people now, so the team may look a little different. Like that. Oh, this is an interesting one. Don't think I've seen this fight before. An interesting pairing. Because it's this background, but these guys... Because this is just like this is like a Kanto 1 rat fight background, I think. Yeah, they are weak to slash. We've got some slash, which is nice. Yeah, we've got like... We don't have any pierce with this team, it seems. We've got a mix of slash and blunt. We'll have some pierce, I'm sure. Especially once we add Yeast on, because he's got pierce for his primary and tertiary. Oh, yes. But something else you'll notice about the second floor is that all enemies now have a special buff that's specific to the second floor of Mirror Dungeon 2. That's what that little 2 in Roman numerals symbol is underneath all the enemies. Should have hovered over that beforehand, I think, but after this turn I will do it and I'll show just what it does. Basically, skill final power +1 just to all enemies, so they just have +1 power to everything. Oh, we can get a big Gluttony Resonance here. It's not, like, best as far as damage goes, but I like getting the big resonances, so might as well. If I see an opportunity, I should take it. Yeah, and most of them died, or half of them died, I guess, and these guys are all low HP, so they will die. Like that. Okay. Yep, there they go. Yeah, interesting to see that, like, combination of units. Because, I mean, it's all Chapter 2 people. That's clear enough, but there's no fight like that in Mirror Dungeon 1 or in the actual main game. Here's the shop, though. The dispenser's hum fills the air. It knows what we want. We also know what it wants. Okay, so there's a couple ego gifts here. One I've seen before, one we've seen this run, and one I have yet to see at all. And you can spend 50 to heal a sinner. You can use cost to purchase new identities or new egos. You can replace a skill Basically, you can alter a Sinner's deck to just give them like another skill 3, another skill 2 as opposed to a skill 1, stuff like that. It costs a lot though, so we're not going to do it. So Nebulizer, all allies gain 4 poison, 4 poison count at the start of the battle, and when you do Pride Absolute Resonance, all allies gain 2 poison, 2 poison count. Not bad, since it kind of benefits not having poison. Midwinter Nightmare, we saw that before, not taking that. Melted Spring. At the start of the turn, enemies with sinking have their offense level and defense level reduced by 3 for the turn. So just a little thing. I think I'm going to take the Nebulizer here. This sounds like it could be decent. Just everyone starting with a little bit of poise, get a little bit of critting. And we don't have enough cost to do anything else. I don't really want to... I'll go here just to show it. So basically, you can see it costs 20 to purchase a 1-star, 60 to cost a 2-star, and 100 to cost to buy a 3-star. Costs it's 0 to get a default ego, 40 to get a Teth, and 60 to get a He. It costs 20 to get a non-default Zayn effect, which is just Legerdemain. We can't see... Maybe it'll still show it. No, it won't because I've already technically bought it. It'll let me switch to suddenly one day because it's free though. But if I wanted to switch to Legerdemain and I didn't have it already, it would cost 20. And you can get up to 3 Sinners at once here. Now, of course, I don't really need anyone for backup. I could get someone for backup, but I think I just want to stockpile cost for now. Okay, challenge battle weak to blunt, normal battle weak to blunt. So the normal battle gives 29 cost, while the challenge gives 46. And challenge battles also guarantee an ego gift now. Now, you won't have an option, it'll just give you a random ego gift, but that's still good. It's better than the fact that, well, it was just a chance to get ego gifts from any fight beforehand. Oh, and it's these guys in the little probe, the little regen drone. But yeah, you can see it, they've all got that buff once again, and we've all got a lot of poise. So, this button exists now. I don't think I actually mentioned it, but you can always see what your stuff does now. Yeah, whenever an ally with poise lands a critical hit on an enemy, gain more poise next turn. So that actually could go well. Even without actual poise stuff, we might get some decent benefit from poise. And we'll use Sunshower, because this also gives a little bit of poise. Don't think there's anything else that really gives poise on our team, which is unfortunate. Actually, I don't know if I should do this just for the sake of the absolute resonance. And I might as well Legerdemain if I'm going to do that too. Psh. Yeah. Almost all the passives are triggered. Yours is the only one that isn't, and I guess the support passive. That's fine. Oh, nice heads. Could possibly get the crit. Oh, yep, that's the crit. Nice. So she got the crit, so she's going to get even more poise next turn, I believe. Assuming it's working. I didn't actually see the little symbol that indicates poise next turn. Hopefully it'll show up, though. It would be kind of a shame if it wasn't working. I do know that there's a couple bugs so far. Hopefully not too much, though. I don't know, has anyone else gotten a crit? Oh yeah, you sure did get the poise. Yeah, 11 poise now. 11 poise now. You also got a crit, it would seem. You might have also gotten a crit? I can't tell. Because what is it? People with gloom skills get more poise from it? Oh no, if the skill was gluttony, it's more. That would do it, yeah. So you two did gluttony, and you had a non-gluttony one get a crit, I think. And you know, we've got the resources for it. Let's do it again. You can definitely see how building up the resources means you can just do stupid stuff in fights. Oh yep, there's 2 crits there, it looked like. This was a Tails, unfortunate. Definitely gonna need to not spam this too much for the sake of her sanity. Unless we wanted to corrode it. In which case, you know, not a bad idea, I guess. Oh, they're tying. There we go, Gregor won finally. But yeah, that was technically because of the actual passive. The only reason they tied is because the enemy was gaining a +1 because of the floor 2 passive. Or floor 2 status effect. Yeah, look at that poise. Boosts crit chance by 11 times 5% for the next 16 hits. Yeah. People who aren't getting crits aren't doing great on poise. But it'll just take time. Like that. There we go. These guys should die. I haven't really been looking at enemy passes, but from what I've checked, it's just basically the same as their actual normal fights passives. Don't think there's any changes as far as that goes. Otherwise, I would have considered a completely different enemy. Like, you'll notice that about the Pekatule being different enemies, because whenever you see the Mirror Dungeon 2 Pekatule, it says you don't know any of their weaknesses or anything. But you can see it's already been 25 minutes and we're only at the end of the second floor. Rest stop is basically just you can purchase new identities or you can get free healing. Now everyone's full HP, so there's nothing here, and I could buy something new, but I think I'm just gonna leave. I want to save up cost, so if I see new stuff. Another thing about these shops is if you don't have enough cost to buy an ego gift, you can't see what it does at all for some reason, which is unfortunate. So I just want to have enough cost to be able to buy everything, just in case. I have heard that there is a 400 cost ego gift in the shops. I haven't seen it myself, but oh, it's the background for these guys. That's cool. One's got the pink shoes possessives, but not the actual main guy. Makes sense. Weak to slash. I don't think I've got any slash mass attacks, though. Yeah, no. Unfortunate. Can do some decent damage. They resist gluttony. That's sad. Because we've got a lot of gluttony. Oh well. I think we just fight them. I don't think there's too much of a need to focus on exactly what we need to do. Oh, you need to deal with that guy. Maybe you go for this then. Psh. Just for safety's sake. You, Gregor, might be able to deal with you? Maybe. Kind of. You can ADD to actually win the clash. But then the rest of you, I'm sure, can manage to win at least some of these clashes, I'd hope. Yeah, you can win that. Even you can win that. And then we'll just go for some one-sided attacks with the other two, since all the clashes have been dealt with. Tails, sad. Isn't that Sunshower like a burst tremor whenever you actually get a crit with it? I think so. Which is an interesting synergy. Now the passive for Otis Sunshower also means she's just going to gain poise whenever she wins clashes, which just means more poise. Which works pretty well with this non-poise team we've got here. This rupture poise team. Nice. These guys are weak to... Well, they're weak to Slash and Sloth, aren't they? Because that's what it actually displayed on the map. So that's some pretty good damage. Strips of pink ribbons float this way. Okay, luckily everyone can counter everything here. So we don't need to worry about that. We need to worry about some of these clashes, though. Everything seems fine, actually. Don't think there's much to worry about here. And then you can shove to kill that guy. Actually, that might just not kill. What should we use to... I guess Quake Round it for safety. Even if it is kind of a waste of a Quake Rounds. We don't really need the Quake Rounds anyways. Crit, nice. Yeah, it is interesting that they're getting the crits, but it's not showing the actual status effect for gaining poise next turn. And when I say that, I just mean the poise, but faded out. They do that for a lot of status effects. Voice travels between the fluttering ribbons. What is your desire? Put me on. I'll carry you wherever you wish to go. This isn't anything new. I don't know why I'm reading this. Everyone's got high chances of doing this. Honglu, you got this. He does got this. All enemies gain debuffs. And we can just finish them off. Quick and easy. You don't have enough charge. Unfortunate. Would have been funny to just finish it off with a rip space. So it's weak to Slash and neutral to Envy, I think, so would have been a lot of damage, but no dice. Yeah, that's floor 2 done. After half an hour. And it's all normal stuff. I'll take the coffee. Or this is a rupture, though. I think the erasers are good. I think I gotta go for rupture because that's supposed to be the focus of the build. Oh, and I think we just got a bunch of cost from the milepost of survival. Did we? I think so, yeah, because we were at 194 roughly. So a shop there. Probably gonna go for something like this so I can get the event and then the shop later on. The rest space doesn't really matter too much. But what is this? 23/weakness? Fair enough. Okay. More Kanto 2 people. And I guess you're weak to that, you're weak to that. That'll be good then. Got some good attacks coming out. You're neutral to tears, I think. Oh, you got the crit. Nice. The more they crit, the more poise they get, meaning just the more they'll crit. Oh, nice crit. As long as they don't crit like too much in a single turn and use all their poise before they actually get the chance to refill it next turn. Which could theoretically happen, but I don't think it will. Because like with 4 poise, they've got a 20% chance to crit since it's 5 times poise count. Or 5 times poise potency. And it's just this guy left. So, Sinclair, finish it off with another crit. 14 poise, 3 count, nice. And we do have a lot of gluttony with our build, because it's just a lot of gluttony with the rupture stuff. Yeah, we got a single EO gift. Lobotomy back. That was from a normal fight though, so I guess instead of whenever you would have gotten ego gift, like in Mirror Dungeon 1, instead you just get a random one instead of like the choice. This isn't anything new. We'll take the green substance. This is tremor stuff, isn't it? So not really useful. Oh no, this is sticky muck. What am I saying? No, this is decent. We've got a lot of gluttony. We've got a fair bit of pierce. That's not bad. I love Rose Banner Gregor's voice lines. What is he even trying to say? What message is he trying to convey? We may never know. The exact same fight, but again. Okay. You go for that. Alright. You might lose that, but that should still be fine, even if you do lose it. You resist blunt, I think, so shouldn't be too bad. Stagger, nice. Yeah, she did lose the class. She got heads, though, so you've got a min roll and just got dealt 6 damage to her. Tango down. Like that. We're definitely building up a lot of resources. It'll be good so that when we get to some of the later fights with some stronger stuff, we can just resort to ego spam. Which is always the smartest strategy. Okay, just one left. An excised target should do enough to might kill? Not quite, no. Almost though. He's good as dead. Just made sure not to choose rip space just in case. There's absolutely no chance that it would have gone through, but you know, sometimes the attack order is a little strange. Yeah, simple enough fight. So blunt 23, pierce 22. We'll take the blunt then. We don't have too much pierce. I mean, we've got some. We've got a decent bit of all the damage types, I think, with this team, which is kind of expected when you've got a total of 6 people, about to be 7. Okay, this song with Encore people. Silly. We'll use this here though, just because it's nice to use. The Legger Domain. It's just, you're gonna hit all of them for what they're weak to, and it's gluttony, so you might get a crit and get a bunch of poise from it. Possibly. Would be funny. It would be really silly if you did that, Krieger, so you should consider doing that. Not a crit, unfortunate. Still staggered like most of those guys, I think. Oh, that was a strange camera moment. There we go. Okay. Only 2 left now. And they're both staggered, so I think they just die. These attacks should be enough to finish off the other one, assuming they go through. Yes, they did. There we go. Victory. That's more cost for us. And so we're at 365, so we'll be able to get almost anything here. Nothing new. Probably don't think I want any of these particularly. Nah. Don't. Oh. Oh, I could replace one of her rips with another leap. That's actually really good, I think. I think I'll do that, even if it's the cheapest one. If she... With this, she'll have 2 rips, 3 leaps, and a rip space. Yeah, absolutely. We'll go with that, and then we'll leave. Because that way we're not spending too much cost, but still getting a pretty good benefit. So if we look at Dawn now... Yeah, 2 rips, 3 leaps, and a rip space. I don't know if you only run with a single person, could you theoretically get to the point where you've got like all skill 3s on someone? That does sound like an awful idea, because then your entire like balance will be ruined. You only have a single sin resource. Although if that is only, if you do it so it's only lust and you pair with Coffee and Cranes, that would be pretty good. Oh, Morel! Oh, I don't think I've seen him before. That's cool. He's a possible floor 3 boss, I guess. Weak to Blunt, and everyone else is weak to Pierce. If everyone else is weak to Pierce. I think we'll go for this. You are weak to Blunt. You do not have a Blunt, because we don't have any Wrath, so we can't actually use that. Unfortunate. Go for almost pure Gluttony here, though. Dawn's the only thing getting in the way. Oh, they resist Gluttony. I just noticed that. How much, though? I mean, only 0.8. So that's not too bad. Yeah, I think these are normal as the Morel. This is specifically the revived Morel. Not the normal Morel fight. Which, I mean, that's a given because you can actually see the concept incinerator in the background. This is clearly in the Canto 4 dungeon. Hopefully everyone watching this has done all the stuff for Canto 4. Okay. I love mass attacks that hit a lot of people because it always is just all for the ears. It was like that in Ruina too. And it was always super funny. We can do it again. Might as well. Want to see me do it again? Ooh, this is actually a... Oh, this is actually 2 bad clashes in a row, and there's nothing I can do about it. Unless I defend. Maybe I should? Dodge? Yeah, I'll do that just in case. Oh yeah, I literally didn't look at this floor 3 passive, but I think they've just got like more clash power. They've got attack power up now, I think. So basically they just have clash power up. This should do a lot of damage again. We won't hit all of people now since one of them died, but still enough to finish off most of them. Only 2 people remain, and this only 1 person remains, and it's just Morel. And he's almost staggered. And we're defending against his attacks though, so shouldn't be too much. I don't want to risk someone dying, because then I have to spend a bunch of cost to recruit like a new person with all their egos. Well, you managed to dodge the first coin there, at least. That's good. And he's staggered now. So we can just kill him. Let's go for the big gluttony. We've already got 40 gluttony. That's true, but we can get more. It's the thing you need to remember. It's not enough. And there goes Reawakened Morel. And victory. But yeah, if that was only the floor 3 boss, who knows what could be the floor 4 or the floor 5 boss. Ooh. Grand welcome. This is the one I've seen that seems a little silly. I haven't gotten it yet. At the start of the battle, gain 5 pride resources. Every battle, you just get 5 pride. Whenever an enemy dies, gain 2 pride resources, and plus 1 ego resource for 2 other random affinities. Absolutely. That's just really good. Even if we don't have a lot of pride stuff, that's still just really nice to have. And also, golden entry ticket. Our entry ticket's been leveled up, so now we can have +2 people. Very nice. Boss Abno weak to blunt and envy. Wonder what that could be. What do we do? We'll do one of these, then we'll go up like this, I think. We've got a lot of costs still. 39 from that. 28. 27. We'll do the risky fight. And we can finally take you. Wow. We should probably put you higher in the ranks than some of these guys. Like that. Yeah, that'll work. I don't think we need LCCB Ishmael so high ranked, but that's fine. Okay, yeah, this is a risky fight. But yeah, here 4 is... So basically the floor 1 thing was the final power-up. This floor... Or the floor 2 thing was the final power-up. Floor 3 thing was the offense level up. And the floor 4 thing is base power-up. So yeah, just a couple things. And yeah, like that. Nice. But yeah, kind of wish I had like Faust or someone. Just because being able to... Because Faust has a pride mass attack, so getting a lot of pride, little good for that. For spamming that. Trying to think, what are some other really strong pride things? I mean, we can use our dimensional sections more. Grand welcome, nice. Really is cool. It is a very grand welcome. There's no doubts about that. Can we get something from Pride Resonance too? I don't remember what, but I feel like there's something that triggers when you get Pride Resonance. I can check after this fight though, since the fight's already over. Yeah. Let's see, did I have something for Pride Resonance? Oh yes, all allies gain 2 poison plus 2 poison count when I get Pride Resonance. Nice. Slash fight. Should have changed the order up slightly, but that's fine. As long as we've got Donna too. That's all we need with her triple leap. It's the same fight again, but this time it's a normal fight instead of a risky encounter. Okay. Sure thing. We'll do this though, so we can try and get a Pride Resonance possibly next turn by... Even if our Pride skills are like probably the better option. I mean, it might not be the better option. We're going for the Sloth skill for Yi-Song, which is like blunt instead of pierce, so it'll be super effective instead of not very effective. Yeah, look at that. It's a fatal. He wouldn't have killed if he used his other skill, possibly, because it would have been resisted, and therefore he wouldn't have staggered and then killed it. We're not getting the Pride Resonance here, though. Psh. With a team of 7, you're only going to get resonances if you build around it most of the time. Otherwise, things are just going to get in your way too much. It's not going to be consistent enough. You could always, like, change your, like, people around to just focus on getting enough of whatever resonance you want to. By just going to every shop you can. Because there's 4 shops every run. I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed on floors 2 through 5. I say that, but this is still my second run, so... Still a lot of possibility for there to be some kinds of variety I just don't know of yet. I also don't know how much Starlight you get per, like, run. Because I got 101 my first run, because I, like, won Monkey Tree. I'm just gonna break the twig, because it's the same. It's just you just take some SP damage, but you don't have to spam the button. So it's, like, slightly better, in my opinion, to just take the damage. Yi-Song skill replacement. Ooh. And nothing too new. Envy your burn. This. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to click that one. I'll replace the Yi-Sung skill then. Do we want to replace the skill 1 with a skill 3, or do we want to replace the skill 1 with a skill 2? I'll replace the skill 1 with a skill 3, I think. It's expensive, but it's nice. He's got 2 of every skill now. It means he'll be able to build up Tremor better. And because of that, we'll also up you in the rankings a little bit, like... That should work. Because we build up Tremor with his skill 3, then we use his skill 2 to get the mass attacks off. Okay, let's see. Alright, one quick cut later and I'm back. But it's just K-Corp, people. It's nothing to be afraid of. Especially with these resources, we can just pop a Liger domain. For the fun of it. Let me just go maximum gluttony. For the fun of it. It's going well enough, I think. Let's see, will we actually get the Liger domain crit this time, though? Because that would be very funny. It's... How much more damage? Crits are like, what, 35%? Or it's like 25% more damage or something? It's like not a lot, really. I think we're eventually, I'm certain, gonna get like some sort of poise, like, additional status effect that increases crit damage. Because it just really isn't that much right now, which is very odd. Because, you know, you'd expect it to be, you know, like, good damage, like at least 50% more or something like that for a crit. But I guess they're trying to keep it, like, decently reasonable, because it's not too hard to build up a lot of crit here. And here we go, boss. Weak to blunt, weak to envy, it's floor 4. What could that be, then? Oh, yeah, I want to pay attention this time. So we're going to get 120 from this. We should get 100 from Milepost to Survival. So we should be at 600 after this, assuming everything goes well. Also, I feel like 120 is, like, a lot for the 4th floor boss. I feel like it was, like, 100 last time I saw or something. Maybe not, though. I think 100 was the 3rd floor boss. So I think I'm just misremembering. Oh, 3 of the weaker ones of these guys. Let's start out with the teleport, I think. Dude, yeah, this will be good, I think. Because then you'll be able to rip space next turn. Not that we need the rip space right now, but it'll be nice. Field command, that's a weak enough tech. You can't take slash. You can take slash well enough. You can take slash pretty well, actually. So you can just magnify wound. Yeah, that'll work. That's a neutral. We're not gonna actually like stick with that one. We're gonna re-clash some things. Like you were being clashed by Gregor, which should work, and you were being clashed by Dawn. That should be all the clashes I think I actually want. Yeah, 3 dominatings, and the counter should be taken by Sinclair, who should be able to take it fine enough. That's Tails. That is very unfortunate, because you will not be able to use Rip Space next turn unless we actually trigger your passive, which doesn't seem too likely. Unfortunate. Because we don't have anything that gives charge for his EU gifts, too. There's a lot of new charged EU gifts, but we just don't have any of them. Don't even think we've seen any of them, really. Oh well. Even if she doesn't have enough charge, she'll have enough charge to do it eventually. Which will be good enough, I guess. Yeah, we're not doing a lot of damage, but we've managed to reduce the instincts on all of them now, so they're gonna take a lot. They're gonna take more damage now than they did prior. Do we not have enough gloom? We actually theoretically could, but we'd have to use a bunch of egos, so we're not gonna be able to get Rip Space off, unfortunately. Even though that was my entire plan. Oh well. See, do you have enough Tremor? Not yet. You will next turn. You can go for this one, and you can go for that one. Alright. Yeah, we're not using too many egos here just because I don't feel like it. I mean, we're winning most of these clashes, I feel. It's mainly just they're tanky. That one's staggered, though, so he should go down soon enough. And we will have Rip Space next turn, because this fight will continue on for at least one more turn. Don't think we'll be able to kill them all that quickly. We'll also be able to use Yisong's Mass Attack. Yeah, they're all staggered, so should go well. That one's arm is done. Now we use that. Use that. You go for that. You do that. You. I feel like we're overcommitting to that one a bit. Something like that might work. Probably. Possibly. I actually don't know if we're gonna manage to kill all of them. I feel like I might have, like, not targeted top right enough. I guess we'll see. That guy had died to that, though. Top right still. Yeah, he's still dead. Don't know why I'm worrying. Nice. And there we go. The mass attack against one person. So a branch is snapped. That's another floor done, though. Ooh. Endorphin Kit, this is one I have seen before. When you're getting poisoning skills, gain additional poison count. If it's envy, gain 2 poison count instead. This doesn't help us, though, because we don't have a single skill that gives us poise. It might count egos, so I think that's our only chance, but that doesn't help us at all. But this one, this is new. Cigarette Holder. Start of the turn, allies with poise gain 1 more final power. Allies with 5 plus poise count gain plus 2 final power instead. That's just really good with the, which one is it that's giving us the poise? The inhaler, isn't it? Yeah. But here we are, floor 5, final floor. Yeah. Let's see. We're going to want to stop by the shop. We'll get one of those no matter what. So probably something like this. Roughly. Final boss is weak to peace, weak to gloom. Hard to say. This is 27, this is 25, this is 23, so I'll go for the 27. Blunt, we can do that. These guys. Let's see, weak to blunt, weak to pierce. Slash is not the move, but everything else is good here, so we'll just use these 2 egos, I think. I feel like those are the egos we've been using. Ooh, right. Floor 5 now. Skill plus. Every coin is plus 2 now. So every single coin of the enemies is a lot stronger, so we gotta be much more careful. This is good. Then we can go for this, I guess. And another blunt. Yeah, this is not great already. We need to use a lot of resources here already. We won't go for Liger Domain in exchange. We shouldn't need it anyways. In fact, this many uses is probably overkill because Ebony Stems can do a lot for us here. Yeah, 178. That'll be nice. And we've got that was a lot of effects, thanks to all of our ego gifts. Oh, yep, that one's dead. Heart of Blossom Star. I think, are these guys weak to Wrath? No, I don't think so. They're neutral to Pierce, I know that much because it's the red sheet guy. Yeah, it looks like it's neutral. 51 damage though, pretty good. Killed him. Branch of Knowledge. These guys are weak to Slash though, so I think, yeah, this will just kill. Oh no, it didn't quite kill. Resist Slash? Oh no, they resist Slash, right. I forgot. It's the, these are the tiery ones. It's the non-tiery ones that are weak to Slash. The ones you fight in actual... The ones you fight in, like, the actual place instead of just the ones in, the actual dungeon. That's fine, though. Oh, that's not fine. Whoops. That's not too much damage, though. And that was his only attack, so we'll just be able to finish him off like that. Victory. And another event. Oh, this is new. Oh, is that a fry shoots? Looking like it. This is a war zone, and my gun must blow someone up. The abnormality spoke with clarity, loading its shotgun loudly. In this gory war, the devil approached me one day to suggest a deal. Yes, it is fry shoots. Also, thinking about it now, this is like, we're probably gonna get fry shoots Faust, aren't we? Because very similar things, like fry shoots being like a Faustian bargain, deal with the devil type thing. Oh, whoops. I skipped. Oh, God, there's so much happening. Okay, I skipped it all so I could actually read it. It promised to give me a gun that can blow up anything. The catch was the last shell would land on the head of my beloved. Yeah, it's fry shoots with a shotgun instead of a rifle. I accepted the gun and the ammunition with laughter. My beloved, huh? Did I ever have people I held that dearly? I couldn't be sure anymore. I had to join this war for someone I loved, that much I remember. I noticed an old pendant worn on the shooter's neck. Thanks to that, I'm free to point the barrel at anyone I want. No matter where I fire it, this shotgun can blast anyone into fireworks like it hit them point blank. How wonderful is that? I bet that fellow had their beloved. Yup, I'm talking about the one whose head I just blew up. They might have remembered what I don't. That makes this just too exhilarating. Killing people who remember their loved ones, I mean. The shooter keeps firing its gun as it speaks. The shotgun shoots out pellets as easily and lightly as the shooter laughs. By the way, whose side are you on? Should I tell it? I'm gonna tell it to look at the pendant. The shooter screamed upon opening the pendant. You made me remember my beloved. Do you know what that means to me? Filled with rage, the shooter pointed its gun at me and pulled the trigger. However, the projectiles vanished in the air, and the shooter fell to the floor and started to cry. I didn't want to remember the people I loved anymore. Satisfied laughter could be heard somewhere, from the devil. Pendant of Nostalgia. Every start combat phase, random ally gains 3 poise. Prioritizes allies with gloom skills. Gloom skill allies gain 3 poise and plus 2 poise count. More poise, interesting. We'll go here, so we have to do less fights, even if I don't think I'll need the healing too much. Everyone can just heal up, I think. No one in particular needs a lot of healing. Then we just continue onwards. Let's see, do I want this, or do I want this? 32, 46. I'll do the risky encounter. I'm excited to see what a 5th floor risky encounter could entail. Because it isn't an Abno risk encounter, it's just a normal fight risk encounter. It's probably going to be robots, might be Morel or something. Okay. I was expecting a lot more than just these guys as a risky encounter. It's one wave. It's just these guys. They don't have any passives. It's just them. Although I guess they are being buffed, so that's a little scary. This should do a lot though, so I'm not too worried. There's a single neutral in there, but I think Ishmael can do it. I believe in her. And if she doesn't do it, skill issue. Nice. But yeah, 2 of these guys are 2, 3? How many was there? I don't remember actually. Was it 2 and 2 or was it 3 and 2? 3. Okay, yeah, 3 of these guys are weak to it and the other 2 are neutral to it. So that yeah, once again, mass attacks when you've got a bunch of ego gifts are very silly. Yeah, Ishmael lost her class. She's taking neutral. She's actually resisting because she resists gloom, doesn't she? I think. Yeah, so she didn't take too much damage from it. But now we just finish this guy off. And then good as gold. Everyone got a bunch of poise because we got a pride resonance. I forgot about that. Very nice. Nice. And there we go. Victory. Very easy fight. Very strange thing to be a risky encounter. I'd really expect like Moril or something. And we get an iron stake from that. Awesome. Okay, this is the final shop, so we're going to want to spend as much as we can. An Otis skill replace. We'll give her another skill 3 then. Might as well. We got 2 new ones. Thrill is very expensive. Start of turn, inflict 3 rupture and 3 rupture count on all enemies. Start of the turn. Every turn, all enemies gain 3 rupture and 3 rupture count. All enemies with 3 plus rupture count take fixed damage by rupture times rupture count and reduce the rupture count by 2. All enemies with 3 plus rupture count take damage by rupture times rupture count. So if everybody spends all the rupture and then only reduces the count by 2 though instead of the full thing. What? I'm absolutely going to take that. What's the contract? Enemies stagger by taking damage receive fixed damage by 33% of their max HP. For abnormalities, this part's HP. And are inflicted with 2 fragile next turn, once per battle. So you stagger someone, they take 33% of their HP's worth of damage, and then they take 2 fragile next turn. However, only once per battle though, so the first enemy you do that much to. We're absolutely taking this. And we can take the contract too, so we might as well. Thrill is insane. Oh, I didn't even think about this. This is a Porcupus aberration, isn't it? That's what that's supposed to be, yeah. Contract, I mean, contracts make me think of, like, Pluto. Probably something contract-related from one of the Abnos. 28. Actually, it doesn't matter anymore, does it? We'll go this way anyways, because Blunt is better for us than Slash. Very... That's an insane... So many of these Yu gifts are kind of, like, insanely busted, which is fun. This is just these guys, that's fine. Oh, you've got double exploit the gap because the fact we gave you more. Nice. Yeah, you go for that. And then everyone else is doing fine enough. Maybe you should do something different? You're probably fine. Rip space, not yet. I almost did that just because I forgot for a second. But I remembered. I think that guy was going to counter, but we just almost took him out straight up. Like domain, bunch of damage. Again, depending on what this boss is, we may be able to do a lot of rupture shenanigans to it. Which is kind of my plan. Whatever the boss is, I probably won't need to interact with the gimmick. If it's a new boss, if it's one of the Abnos I haven't seen yet. I know there's at least one new Abno boss that's like new to the Mirror Dungeon 2. What? Okay, I'm not trying to click on that. There we go. Had a little bit of trouble there. Some reason. And this is the last guy. Moment's Royal Bleeds will do a fair bit of damage. Yeah, just a little bit. Taking a lot of rupture damage too. There we go. Victory. And now I think we get an event, then we fight the boss. Halterfly's Dream. Another case of sure. Yeah, we'll see. Talisman, man. We'll take the bundle. This is actually decent. It's more rupture. Okay. An early warp reflection. Weak to Pierce, weak to Gloom. Don't know what that could mean. We will see. I mean, it means it's an Abno. That's clear enough. Whenever you get Kido as a final boss in Mirror Dungeon 1, it'll be really obvious now. It's the Centipede. Enemies seem to have gotten stronger. Okay, wait, he's got a bunch of rupture, yeah? Does he have anything? He has shield on the head. But what if I just don't bother? What does this do exactly? Does it help? What's the passive? I'm thinking as far as like rupture goes, and that's it. Successfully hitting enemy with lower speed, inflict +1 rupture count 3 times per turn. We'll do that on the head then. Inflict 2 rupture, inflict 2 rupture. Not bad. Or no, we don't want to do that though. We want to go for Dimension Shredder. Oh, we can give 5 talisman to the body too. Might get rid of all the rupture count though. But it'll inflict the talisman. That's the important part here. Yeah. So I think we still want to go for that. And you're going to build up charge. Oh, you should do this then. Yeah. Like that. That should be a lot of rupture on the body. Or body, right? I think so. I think that's the one I went for. This is attacking the other part. because we just want the passive from it more so than we want the actual effect. Because it's not like... It does more damage against Rupture, I think, instead of, you know, being like Rupture Inflictor itself. This is the Rupture Inflictor we need. Next turn, no matter what, he's going to have 8 Rupture count, because he'll have the 5-dimension Shredder stacks, and he'll also have the 3 from the EU gift, which is good. Or no, it's only 4-dimension Shredder. I don't know why I keep on thinking it's 5. Has it been 4? I thought it was 5. Is that different now? There we go. Oh no, so that only does give The talismans are broken right now, so I'm fine if that didn't go how I wanted it to. Good to know, though. ADD will give this guy, Discharge, which basically can just be used to give him more Rupture whenever we hit him with the Gloom attack. And this will just give him a bunch more Rupture. Yeah, already 16 with 5 count, I think. 189 damage. Oh, because it spent some of it. Because of the, Which one was it? It was the... Yeah, because of Thrill. Inflicts Rupture. It spent all the Rupture count to do a stupid amount of damage to the body, I think. Yeah, 24, 10 count. So that won't help us. Like more Rupture count, absolutely. How much charge do you have? 6? Oh, yeah, absolutely then. Let's see percent that. You do that. We should probably just build up more of this, I think. Like that. Give Talisman. Okay. This should be pretty good. Oh, I should have... Oh, do we have any Wrath? I don't know if we do. That's the thing. Because I want to use Branch of the Tree of Knowledge, too, because that's just 12 Rupture. And we're doing pretty well in Rupture count, so it's the Rupture that matters more so right now. Yeah, look at that. 43 Rupture with an 11 count. 20... Okay, yep. He's got a little... Oh, it's going to spend all the Rupture, isn't it? Oh boy, this is going to be good. How much is it going to be, though? That's the question. He's already almost dead. That was in 20. Oh, the gimmick. I forgot about the gimmick, but, that's a sure 63 Rupture with an 18 count. Alright. Oh, he's going to spend the charge and lose it, won't he? Yeah, I think he's just dead. But yeah, that's a little bit of Rupture. I could actually just keep on building it up, huh? Not really, no. He should just kill himself, though, if I'm not mistaken. But I should go all out for the joke. You gotta use this, because it's him. He's gonna... Why are you hitting yourself? Is that the right one? We need to the body. Is that the body? That is the body. Excellent. Okay, let's see. Inflict Rupture on a K-Corp Ampule. That's fine, I guess. You can go for that. You can go for that. That's gonna do great in the clash, despite what it says, despite your directions. Here we go. So currently 63 Rupture with an 18 count. How far will it go, though? This'll just... Actually, I don't even know. Can you get even more Discharge? What's the cap for Discharge? Is it 10? Or can you keep on stacking it? Oh, it looks like it's 10. Nice. Okay. Okay. 99. He's reached the max. 99 Rupture with a 13 count. Yeah, 99 is the max potency. I think that's true for all status effects. Except for, like, for my farm empties. But yeah. You did the most damage. That's thanks to the Rupture, I think. It's a lot of damage, though. Oh no, it's because of the Ebony Stem. We used that quite a few times. But yeah, that went pretty well. For being, not a rupture build, that sure was a lot of rupture by the end. Oh yeah, and the other new thing we have, you can choose whether or not to use your bonus, you can choose whether or not to spend the modules to get a reward, or you can just give it up, so it's effectively just a practice run. Ready to claim the bonus worth using a bonus weekly eligibility? Absolutely. Oh, and this animation, this is a cool animation. Pass level 81, it now shows your actual pass level. So instead of just being capped at 60, it just keeps on going up, even though it's just giving you shard boxes. Yeah, oh, whoops. I need to not hit the center button. That doesn't help me at all. But yeah, now if we go here, 104 Stardust. It's not enough to get anything, because I think everything here is 150. But it's something. It means after, like, a couple more, I'll be able to actually, make progress, I guess. Yeah, 15. Incredible. How many do I have right now? 302. I really could just get the other Ryoshu one, couldn't I? I mean, I'm not going to, because I'd rather wait, I think. But yeah, that's all for this time. Mirror Dungeon 2, very fun. These ego gifts are insane. There's still so many events I haven't seen yet, and like, today we saw the Fry Shoots aberration. That seems insane. We didn't see it this time, but in the live stream, we saw like a Funeral of Dead Butterflies aberration. Also very cool. I'm just very happy right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.